Mets Playoff Picture is brought to you by Google Pixel. Learn more at googlestore.com.
It is postseason time, Mets fans. The Amazins will open their wild card round series with the San Diego Padres on Friday night at Citi Field. The journey continues with New York Post Mets beat writer who's been with the team all season long, and he joins me now. That is Mike Puma. Mike, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm ready to go.
Mike, I'm glad you're doing great because I've talked to several Mets fans the past few days. I've been getting vibes that they're kind of down after the team was swept in Atlanta last week, and they might not be pumped up for these games against the Padres. The team won 101 games. So what's the vibe of this ball club heading into the series?
I think the team's excited here. These few days between the Braves series and the start of the wild card probably helped a little bit to help them get over it, and they took care of business with the Nationals, got to 101 wins, and I think 100 victories was something they feel really good about. And now it's the second season. You know, one player, Mark Canha, mentioned to me earlier in the week, the goal coming out of spring training wasn't to win the division. The goal is to win the World Series. So that's still in front of them here. They have an extra round of playoffs they have to get through if they're going to do that, but the opportunity is right there. You know, they control their destiny again.
Yeah, they definitely do. It's definitely interesting to see the difference in the vibe between the team and the fans. The fans, you know, have a much different vibe than the team does, so it's always interesting to see that. Now, Max Scherzer, he will make the start in Game 1. What do you make of the decision of Buck Showalter going with Scherzer over Jacob deGrom in Game 1, and is it the right move?
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting because we saw how they lined up last weekend with deGrom, Scherzer, then Bassett, and now Buck Showalter mixing it up a little bit, going with Scherzer first. I think part of it, my Post colleague Joel Sherman reported that one possibility is they could hold off on using deGrom until they absolutely have to in this series, with the Dodgers in mind in the NLDS meeting. You'd have you could try and save deGrom for Game 1 if you were to win with Scherzer, and then pitch Chris Bassett on Saturday and win with him. You win the series. Or the idea would be, okay, only pitch Jacob deGrom in the wild card round if your back's up against the wall. In other words, if you're in an elimination game. So if they lost Friday night and needed a win Saturday, then you put deGrom in there. Or if the series is 1-1 going to Sunday, well, that's an elimination game. Then you put deGrom in there. But you know, the idea maybe Showalter's looking to go that route there to preserve deGrom for the Dodgers.
Yeah, if the Mets win on Friday, it'll be interesting to see who they go with in Game 2, whether it is Bassett or it is deGrom. Now, Mike, the Padres, when you look at them, they played the Mets tough in the regular season. The Mets have all 3 games, if necessary, at Citi Field for this round. So what are the keys to the Mets being victorious and advancing to the NLDS?
Well, I think it starts with that rotation we talked about. Those 3 guys were all off in the Atlanta series, giving up home runs. You know, so Jacob deGrom giving up 3 home runs against the Braves, and then Scherzer the next night giving up a couple of home runs. So it certainly starts with that rotation. And you look at the Padres line, Juan Soto. I know he hasn't made the huge splash since coming to the Padres that a lot of people expected, but he always hits well at Citi Field. And then you got Manny Machado, who Buck Showalter has a long relationship with from their time in Baltimore. So maybe if anyone has an idea maybe how to pitch to Machado, it's Showalter. And, you know, the other thing you look at is Yu Darvish, the Game 1 starter for Padres. He's had the Mets number over the years. He's been very tough against his team. So you know, I think the big key, try and get Game 1. You know, you don't want to start this series with losing and then all of a sudden it's must win. I think getting Game 1 would be big.
It would be huge. If they do not get Game 1, you know the vibes from the Mets fans. It will not be good, Mike. We'll see. That is Mike Puma, New York Post Mets beat writer. He'll have you covered all series long in the wild card round. Enjoy the games, Mike.
Thank you.